I'll be showing you how to do a oil change on a 2016 GMC Denali 6.6 liter. It's a diesel. This will be the same thing as the Silverados or anything with the 6.6. Very simple. I believe the socket that you're going to be needing is like a 13 or 15 millimeter. I haven't gone and checked, but that's usually the common bolt size. And then a pair of pliers for the oil filter too as well, and then obviously something to catch the oil. Make sure you're actually using a pretty good oil filter for this. Try to get the OEM one or better. Try not to cheap out on the oil filter so you actually prepare and keep the system nice and clean, because obviously you don't want nothing messing up. But if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future, and we'll go ahead and start this video after the intro. Coming from the driver's side, we can access the drain plug, and then right above it is the oil filter. So we're going to go ahead and take off the drain plug. It looks like a 13 millimeter. Yes, sir. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take off our oil filter. So we can use some pliers. Alright, so like I said, if you're having trouble taking this off, you can get like a really thick pick. You can get those at Harbor Freight and jab right through it. If not, you can get some like channel lock. It has like a chain wrapped around it. But yeah, other than that, we got that off, so it wasn't on there too tight. Alright, so now at this point we're going to go ahead and reverse the order. Got to go get the oil filter, and then I guess you need 10 quarts of oil for the job. And it's going to be 15 W40, nothing else. So here's the oil filter we're going to be using. Got the oil right there. I filled it up because I have the big 5-gallon right here. So that's 1540 W weight. So I'm just pouring that guy in here, and then I'm at like 6 quarts. But before we go ahead and install the filter, what you need to go ahead and do, I would like to recommend this with diesel fluid, or diesel, or all vehicles with, obviously if you're going to run it dry, is that pour in oil right in here. Don't fill it up all the way, because obviously we're going to have to turn it at an angle. The faster you do it, the better, so it doesn't spill out. This will kind of help out with the dry start, and you won't prematurely fail the motor over time. So this will help it out in the long run. Unfortunately, the filter's sideways, but it's at an angle sideways. So this will give you enough fluid inside. So like I said, this won't hurt the motor. It will hurt the motor if you run it dry, but not as much. But over time it will, because obviously that little dry start, obviously you don't want to run a car with that oil. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up. And then you're going to go ahead and lubricate the O-ring with some oil too. So since it's right there, just get a little dab and lubricate that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and install the filter. So right there, you can see it. It's not all the way, so it's probably about maybe 1.5 inches. You can fill it a little bit more, but you might have overspill, but this is perfect enough. Get the oil all swirled around in there, so you make sure your filter's nice and dry. I'm just gonna add just a tad bit more, and then once I'm done with that, then we'll go. So you just get an idea of how much oil to add. right here, lubricate the O-ring, and then we're going to go ahead and clean up our mating surface. Alright, and so one thing I forgot to mention is that sometimes when you take off the oil filter, make sure that the old O-ring doesn't stay right on. So we'll have this guy nice and cleaned up. Okay, so you're spinning it, and then once you you're kind of not grabbing it pretty hard. You're just like, I mean, like a light little catch until it stops spinning. Then you're gonna kind of want to spin it. So right here, I marked the oil filter so you can get an idea of where to grab and or how much to turn. So we'll go ahead and let's say about almost 100, well, a little bit right over 108 degrees. So we started from the bottom and then we worked our way right there. So yeah, that should be good. Just want to make sure that the filter is not coming off. I think we'll I'll go that much. So like I said, the last thing we want is for the filter coming off. So we started from the bottom and we worked our way all the way to right here. So I'll kind of give you an idea how to do it. And then from there, we'll clean up our area. And then we're going to go ahead and add fluid. Alright, so from top of the motor, we got our oil fill cap. So we're going to go ahead and take this guy right off. And then we're going to go ahead and fill it up from there. So I added about 9 quarts of oil. We'll just put this guy right on there. And then we'll check our level. So the first one, we'll go ahead and wipe off. And then we'll check it. So we're right there at the full mark. Check both sides. One is sometimes usually higher than the other. You want to see at your lowest point, they're both at the same. That's just in case. So we're going to go ahead and start this bad boy. And then after about maybe 15 seconds, turn it off, and then we'll get back to checking it out again. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull back our dipstick. First time again, we're going to go ahead and wipe it right off. And then we're low, so we're going to, I think we're at the low mark. So you can see it right there. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 more quart. And we're just like a tad bit lower. I'll probably add 1/2 quart. We'll fill that right up. All right, so there we have it. We're at the full mark. See how right there, there's one higher, and then there's one just a tad bit. But we're still good. At this point, we're pretty much done. Then we'll go on the inside and do the reset maintenance light. So once we get in the car, we're going to put the key on the on position, not starting. And then right here with our, if I can get this to focus, we'll press OK. And then we're going to go up, we'll press the up. So right there, you see the remaining oil life, 0. So we press the right. Once we get to that, we'll press the right pad. And then we'll press the reset with OK. And bam, just like that. Then we'll go ahead and start it. And then we're pretty much all set and done. If this video helped out, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. And then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And thanks for watching.